Hello, Grandpa here again. It's Christmas Eve. I got a little bird outside my window. Anyway, I don't have a book to read. But what I got is I got a poem off the internet, and it's I always thought the name of the poem was Night Before Christmas, but it's actually not. The name of the poem is A Visit from St. Nicholas. And anyway, I printed it out, and it's by Clement Clarke Moore, and it's a classic, I think you could call it. And anyway, I'll you can follow along with the words as I read it or say the poem, and I'll do my best. There's a few words that are not used very much these days, and so if I stumble on them, I'm sorry in advance, and I apologize. But anyway, I'll do my best. Grandpa is not a great reader, but he gives it a good shot. Anyway, here we go. Hope you enjoy it. A Visit from St. Nicholas by Clement Clarke Moore. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his courser they came, he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they met with an obstacle mount in the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, and nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of his pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink in his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work. He filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his fingers aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him acclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Well, there you go. There's Grandpa's attempt on reading poetry. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. And I wish everybody a Merry Christmas. And I hope that you can be with your loved ones and you can have a fun day. Maybe you don't have to work. Maybe you do. But anyway, enjoy the season. And don't forget, Grandpa loves you. And I also have another book that I read, and I'll put a link to it in the description below. And anyway, it's the Charlie Brown's Christmas Story. And anyway, that one's maybe a little bit better for kids. I don't know. Anyway, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I hope you enjoy this. Bye-bye for now.